And here we are today in 2020 talking about LeBron James about to win his 4th NBA championship with the Los Angeles Lakers. Pressure is the word today, and no other player has had or overachieved like LeBron James did over his NBA career. Go ahead, Max.
You tripping. Go ahead, Max.
LeBron's not going to pass Jordan in the way we mean greatest, in the way we mean GOAT. When we say GOAT in any sport, we're not talking about counting numbers. We're not talking about, a cumulative career. This guy has accomplished the most. Not really. We're talking about among the players who sustained a peak level for a good amount of time, who hit the highest peak. If you're talking career, then in the modern era, LeBron probably already passed Kareem as an NBA player, if you discount college for Kareem. Probably LeBron's already the career GOAT. It's either him or Kareem. That's why Jordan's 5th on the scoring list, because Jordan took time off. Because Jordan took those 2 years off. Because he did go to college and all that. His NBA career wasn't as long as Kareem's or LeBron's. Although, yeah, Jordan couldn't handle pressure. Although Jordan played and when he was 40 and averaged 20 points a game when he was 40 years old. But we're talking about peak. And guys, there's any way you want to slice it, Jordan got this. In terms of statistics, in terms of anecdotal stuff, in terms of the impression he left, Jordan left an impression on his contemporary audiences unlike anyone in any sport ever. That's why he's the #1 athlete, either him or Muhammad Ali, who ever lived on the planet Earth. That's the kind of impression he left when your eyes were on him. In terms of the statistics, he's the all-time scoring leader per game, including Wilt Chamberlain and everyone. PER, guys, is a fancy way of saying they take all the stats you like, points, rebounds, assists, steals, offensive, defensive rebounds, everything you want, and they put it in a weighted average because some things are worth more than others. Guess who the career PER leader is? Michael Jordan. That includes that when he fell off when he was 40 years old with the Wizards and averaged 20 points a game. He's the scoring leader all time per season and the PER leader, meaning offensively, not only was he more prolific than LeBron, he was more efficient doing it. Now, defensively, Stephen A. said it, 9-time all-first-team defense and the defensive player of the year. So he's better defensively. There's only offense and defense, guys. There's nothing else. Jordan was better at both at his peak than LeBron. Oh, there is stuff, other stuff. It's how you lead and all the stuff and the pressure you talk about and all that stuff. Perk, okay. Michael Jordan, the first time he played with a single other All-Star, took the defending champion Pistons 7 games, lost because Pippen had a migraine, played 40 minutes, scored 2 points. So in other words, Jordan didn't have an All-Star. The next year, Pippen was in his prime. So now Jordan had a crew. He went 6-4-6 in the finals. No one ever even took him 7 games. So what do you want? You want offense, you want defense, you want stats, you want the impression he left on contemporary audiences, you want championships, you want playing under pressure. What do you want? Jordan's the greatest who ever did it. LeBron, unless he gets better than he already is, that ship has sailed.
First of all, a couple of things. Number one, at the age of 38, 39, after a 3-year hiatus, Jordan averaged over 20. But we ain't going to bring up his career with the Washington Wizards because that's really irrelevant. It's really about the first 13 years of his career as a Chicago Bull. Kendrick Perkins, I understand you came into the league in 2003. I'm not talking about individual players being soft. I'm talking about the league and the rules that were implemented that made the game soft. I would never sit up there and call any player soft or anything like that. I wouldn't call you nor anybody else. Y'all on an elite level. Y'all are the best players in the world. I would never disrespect players like that. I'm talking about the game itself, the way it was called, the way dudes were restricted. It doesn't even compare to what existed in the 90s and the 80s. Don't even get me started with that. Oh, by the way, in the midst of all of that, Kendrick Perkins, LeBron James played all 82 games in his career at 6'9", 260 in a softest putty league compared to previous generations. He played 82 games one time. Jordan played it 5 times, all 82 games in his 13-year career with the Chicago Bulls. I ain't bring up, additionally after that with the Wizards, the 5 times he played all 82 games. One time he played 82 games, or 81 games. Another time he played 80 games. That stuff matters. He's averaged more career points. The shooting percentage is about the same. He was an elite defender, and here's the biggest thing. LeBron is universally respected. Respected. Jordan was universally feared. He scared the living hell out of people. And who did he beat along the way? Beat Magic the first go-round. You know how you feel about Magic, KP. He beat Magic the first go-round. Beat Drexler the second go-round. Beat Barkley the third go-round. Beat Gary Payton and Gary Payton and Sean Kemp before he became Sean Clump. Beat Stockton and Malone twice. And oh, by the way, prevented Reggie Miller and Patrick Ewing and those boys from winning championships. Remember the Cleveland Cavaliers from years ago when they had Craig Elo, Mark Price, Larry Nance, Matt Doherty, and those boys? Shut them down.
Don't forget
this
Shaq
brother
and
has
Penny,
ruined.
Stephen A.
Magic Johnson has. Michael Jordan has ruined dudes' chances to even get to the finals, for crying out loud. That's how great Michael Jordan was.
Shaq
Don't
and
even get
Penny,
me started.
60-win
You
team.
serious right
Swept
now?
them.
I mean, but y'all sitting up here acting like LeBron James didn't have to go through Hall of Famers to win championships. He had to go through
While he was
Tim
with
Duncan.
Boston Wade?
He had to go through Kevin Garnett. He had to go through guys to win, a lot of players to win NBA championships.
You didn't know
I got you now. I got you now. I got you.
He had to go through a Russell
You just
Westbrook and
lied.
Kevin Durant.
You just lied.
And back then, the league
You
wasn't
just lied.
soft. In 03, from 03 to 2010,
You just lied.
the league wasn't soft, Stephen A. The
You
league
just
was
lied.
still physical.
Time out. Your team, Doc Rivers, your coach, said, quote, my starting five, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Rondo, Kendrick Perkins, KG, we don't lose when we're healthy. That's number one. And obviously, y'all were compromised. That's number one. Number two, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook were puppies.
That's part
were
of
puppies
it.
when he took them out. And that's after he
part of
joined
it.
D-Wade and Bosh. When he went against Dirk
That's part
Nowitzki
of it.
and Jason
That's part
Terry and
of it.
Jason Kidd, what happened? Come on now, Kendrick Perkins.
The
Wait,
great Tim
ding,
Duncan,
ding,
the great
ding.
Tim
Hang
Duncan
in.
said
I gotta
you
get
need
in.
20% luck
Perk.
to win the championship.
Oh, please. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.